Alright guys, we are finally back. We finally made it to another reaction, brothers and sisters. Big up on yourself for definitely tuning into this here reaction vibrations on this here Brbptv. Be real, be positive television, brothers and sisters. Big up on yourself for definitely tuning into this here vibrations. Don't forget to click the like button, brothers and sisters. You see how I did that? Bring it down, click the like button, brothers and sisters. I would appreciate that. Helping the algorithms to push these here videos further and further there. And of course, brothers and sisters, don't forget to do something very important, brothers and sisters, so you can get the latest vibrations as they tend to come through. Subscribe, brothers and sisters. Subscribe, turn on that post notification by clicking the bell, clicking all, so you'll be notified when I drop all my videos right there and then, brothers and sisters. Of course, helping this channel to grow when you subscribe to this channel as well, brothers and sisters. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for today, for which, of course, I must bring you guys good news. Great, fantastic news, brothers and sisters. Apparently, this is an update from MSU, I think it is, yes, MSU, Texas, for Dominican students in regarding the Dominica government scholarship that has been sent out. And of course, good day it reads, I hope this message finds you well. Because of course, messages we have received in that regard was not finding us well at all, to the point where individuals were going to be kicked out or individuals would not be able to enroll in the next semester, brothers and sisters. But they're hoping that this message somehow finds you doing well, brothers and sisters. Of course, this individual at the school is reaching out to inform the Dominican government, or to inform the students, that the Dominican government has paid the remaining outstanding balance owed to Midwestern University. Wonderful, brothers and sisters. Wonderful, wonderful. Of course, what does that mean, brothers and sisters? This means that all registration and transcripts hold will, of course, for affected students would have been removed. It has been revoked, brothers and sisters. They have remove these restrictions, and as a result, individuals will be able to get their transcripts and, you know, be able to register and what have you, brothers and sisters, as a result of the government finally paying these people the millions of dollars that were owed to them. I'm happy to share this information, important news. And if there are any questions, of course, they're telling the students do not hesitate to ask. If any student still has a personal balance remaining, the student will need to contact the business office to discuss a payment plan or other options to remove holes. But if the hole was due to government balance, Dominica government balance, that has been taken care of. So that is a wonderful for individuals out there who are frustrated and saying, boy, I cannot take it anymore, brothers and sisters. To the point where individuals are literally trying. I actually heard of a girl who is in one of the schools, brothers and sisters, indicating that she tried to go and get loans for her to go to school because it seems like they cannot rely on the government of Dominica at all. Very interesting, brothers and sisters. Shows the reliability factor of the nature of the Caribbean leadership, brothers and sisters. Leadership is everything, the government stated. And of course, after a number of time putting the students under serious stress, you know, they are finally able to get their stuff that they need, and registration and transcripts and whatever, if they want to go to another school or to get their certificate and diplomas, well, certificates or whatever, the degree. I think that's one of the things that they're holding until the government pays their stuff. So that's a good thing, right, brothers and sisters? Great. Problem, brothers and sisters, there's a problem. This is only one school. This is only MSU, brothers and sisters, Midwestern State University. What about Grappling? What about Monroe? What about other schools across the Caribbean? What about these schools? So one progress is good, a progress nonetheless. But, brothers and sisters, it is not over. The fat lady has not sung. Her gullet is still blocked, brothers and sisters. She cannot, not her gullet, her voice box is still blocked, brothers and sisters, because her gullet blocked. She, you know, she gone. But brothers and sisters, this is just one, so that is always a good thing right there. So I figured I'd bring this news for individuals out there. Everybody in MSU, I think most students are not in MSU. I think most of them are pretty much in Grappling and other places right there. But the question I must ask, are students still enrolling in the other schools or some sort? I've heard somebody told me that apparently Grappling is not holding the government of Dominica, you know, like this anymore. They probably just, hey, pay us our stuff, you know, and I guess they're just waiting to see what's up. But of course, I know one of the things that the government of Dominica tried to do was to say, hey, we were struck by Hurricane Maria. struck by Hurricane Maria, but the Prime Minister building massive house for himself. Have all sorts of money overs for development, they say, not for the Dominican people. But of course, you know, that is just one part of it. Anyways, brothers and sisters, I figured I'll just drop this one right there. But we're moving on in that regard. Remember, when the very Prime Minister indicated we are a big deal, brothers and sisters. We are such a big deal, brothers and sisters. We are a big deal in electricity, in water, in, in sports, just name it. That is something else. We're a big deal in things that is not doing well for Dominica. Anyways, brothers and sisters, the Laborites were happy. Oh, remember when the Laborites were singing? Oh. Woo. Woo. I see some people I know there. Okay. Woo. 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 Labor is the best choice, not true. Woo. So we're getting a little carried away, guys. But that's how it is. We were the best choice. Apparently, we're the big deal. And labor rights were happy. Apparently, when labor rights were happy, when they told Dominic, the government of Dominica took Dominic over, hey, labor rights say we don't pay electricity again. Today! I do see none of it like this. You see labor rights enjoying themselves, brothers and sisters, in this day and age. You see them excited like that? They're not too excited, no. No, they're not too excited. The electricity bill putting a hole in their belly for them, brothers and sisters. That is all, sir. They call that. You check me? Because when you know you want to get a little electricity, I wonder if the candle business going up, boy. It'll be a good business to start in Dominica, because electricity going up. Might as well, you know, but the labor rights. Right. Well, today, brothers and sisters, Dominica has been likened unto a sinking ship. The dilemma Dominica now faces is alike or akin to a sinking ship, brothers and sisters. Still time to save Dominica? Is there enough time to save Dominica, brothers and sisters? That is an important question that I need answers for. Because it doesn't look like the people want Dominica to... They're in the ship. Some of them underwater with a pail on top there that have air in it. They're trying to breathe it. Somebody save me. Just move now. Move. No. They want somebody to move the whole ship for them. In the ship that they caused to sink. Some of the Dominicans in the ship trying to bomb more hole in the ship so more water can come in, so that the ship can sink faster. They say, well, if I in the ship is going down, I want to ensure that enough people come down with me, brothers and sisters. They call that crab in a barrel mentality right there. Still time to save Dominica is a question I must ask right there. Even it's too late for the pirates who hijacked her. Is it even too late for the pirates who hijacked her? Let's salvage what's left of our country, brothers and sisters. I don't think people understand now. When I tell you it's going to get worse. If there's no intervention between the government of Dominica and the people of Dominica, brothers and sisters, it is going to get far worse. You talk about sinking ship. Can you imagine being a submarine underwater? Well, you're already underwater. And the submarine sinking. You know what kind of turmoil is that? When the ship sinking, people can jump out. They can still get air when you're a submarine, brothers and sisters. Well, it looked like Dominica heading to the submarine stage, brothers and sisters. Because apparently people don't seem to understand. Everything is going up for Dominicans. Every single thing is going up for Dominicans. You say, hey guys, look at what is happening. This Dominican say, boy, things are hard. Things are hard. Let me try and change it now. Instead, they try to change it. They're going to tell you, I want to leave the country. So after they kill the country, help the government of Dominica to kill the country, their best idea is for them to leave Dominica and go somewhere else. For them to try to kill. What is happening in that country? That is the sentiment that is happening in the United States, brothers and sisters. All sorts of people coming inside. Most of the Americans do not want Democrats to take over. There are still Dominicans that have I cannot. You've seen what is happening in the United States. You've seen it. Inflation has gone above 20%. They indicated this 8 and 9%, brothers and sisters. All you have to do is calculate, you know. If you paying dollar for something like 2 years ago, and you paying $50 for it today, brothers and sisters, it's not 9% the inflation of it going on. It's 50%. It has gone up by 50%. General statistics of normal inflation in the United States has gone up about 20%. And guess what, brothers and sisters? When the United States sneezes, Dominica catches the cold, just like the Skerrit himself. The Skerrit, I have to say the Skerrit, that's a good one. Just like the Skerrit himself stated, that Dominica, it gets imported inflation. So when America get 20% and the stuff coming to Dominica, and you know customs going to grip your ball, oh, and does he say you? Customs going to hold you like a piece of goat. A mountain goat. Customs going to hold you like a mountain goat and have you paying 20% on top of your purchase. Plus they have to give you the additional percentage. Yes, brothers and sisters. Yes, that's how custom is. So Dominica is likened unto a sinking ship. And the people seeing it happen to them, and instead they saying, boy, you know what? Let me try and change that now. Let me try and go. Let me go. Not change it, you know. Let me go. Because they have put Dominica in such a state that they know Dominica will not resurrect anytime soon. Even if there's a change in government right now, brothers and sisters. That is a starting point. True, it's a starting point. But it's going to take a heck of a time. First of all, we have to build factories and a number of things that can actually curtail to Dominica. Then we have to compete. We have to find markets first. Find markets. The other Caribbean islands already have some of these markets, brothers and sisters. We then have to compete in the markets that we find against them. We could have had the monopolies on these things already, brothers and sisters, because we have the ingredients. We have the resources. We have soil, we have bare water, brothers and sisters, we're apparently not taking care of, because water will, with about 10 to 15 years old. You understand what I'm saying, you know? When Dominica go under drought, we had a drought scare already in a land that flows with 365 rivers, more rivers than all the other small islands in the Caribbean, brothers and sisters. We had a lot of rivers. Some of these rivers are drying up today, and we've seen it drying up, and none of our leaders do nothing about it. Why Dominicans are like, why our leaders like this? But then again, the people are allowing these things to happen, which is interesting. Anyways, brothers and sisters, for some reason, this is not what I wanted to talk about. But let's continue to the next one. Right there, brothers and sisters. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. As our member Skerrit was saying, we're a big deal, but apparently not a big deal now. So individuals saw what was happening in St. Vincent, and obviously St. Vincent is on the road. Call up yonder, man. This individual is saying, tell Skerrit, look lights up in St. Vincent, where he have Dominica 2 World Cup games. Well, actually 4. Dominica could have had 4 World Cup games. Useless, man. Yes, Skerrit is very useless. He's not useless in making money for himself, you know, no doubt about it. And of course, this is St. Vincent. They are very proud. They are happy. They're looking at the stadium and say, wow, that is fantastic, to the point where they're taking pictures and you see an island over there. Say, hey, well, we get a view. We get to watch cricket, the breeze come and a lake into there, and we get a view of another island. Well, it doesn't just end there, brothers and sisters. Let's take a look. All hotels, not some, not some, brothers and sisters, but all all. You know what all means, brothers and sisters? You know, like when you have lights in a stadium, brothers and sisters, and check them out, all lights working. No, well, in Dominica, 0 lights apparently working. But in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, all the lights are working. Not just the lights, brothers and sisters, but all the hotels are fully booked in St. Vincent because of the World Cup cricket, brothers and sisters. Nothing for Dominica, because we have a ridiculous government. Dominica doesn't only have a ridiculous government, it has a government that is just greedy, brothers and sisters. When you have a leader that is focused on their development, and you cannot tell me I lying when Roosevelt's Skerrit is focused on his development, whereas the country he's leading is consistently going down, brothers and sisters. That is intentionally done. How on earth we had seen January 2023 when this whole situation came in and the contractor stated, the contractor gave his word. if everything went on as it should have, we would have lights in 2023 June, brothers and sisters. The contractor himself has no idea what was going on and realized that there might be some cocoa macaque going on behind his back, because when Matt asked him the important question, and I must commend Matt on that, when Matt asked the contractor who would be able to answer these questions, and the contractor stated Skerrit, who the government of Dominica would be able to answer these questions. You know what has happened to Dominica as a result of what St. Vincent is enjoying right now, brothers and sisters. Surplus is going to be flowing in like the rivers of Babylon or Jordan, whichever one you look at, brothers and sisters. Surplus be flowing in, brothers and sisters, whereas Skerrit them, they want to bring T10 cricket, not for outsiders, but for Nature Island people. They want to bring T10 tournament. If you consider the government of Dominica to be ridiculous, what about the people that are consistently voting for him? There was a post that the former PAL rep of Salisbury put up, and he asked, what do you think that the other governments are thinking of Skerrit right now? These people are preparing as if that is the only thing that they have right now, World Cup cricket. These people are putting everything, Antigua, St. Lucia taking money from Dominica Bank to elevate them. St. Vincent, Guyana, brothers and sisters, Jamaica, just name it. These folks are definitely putting their best foot forward as if that is the only thing that they have. Dominica had it, and Dominica just let it go and let another country benefit. I wonder if it's St. Vincent that have benefited as a result of Dominica losing it, brothers and sisters. Skerrit losing World Cup cricket for Dominica. It's interesting when you look at it, brothers and sisters. But all hotels are booked in St. Vincent. This is just hotels, They're not talking about apartments and Airbnbs and those kind of things. That is just the hotel sector that they're looking at. Hotel sector, brothers and sisters. When your hotels booked up, brothers and sisters, people want to move around. They'll buy cars, rentals. What about the rental companies now? What about them, brothers and sisters? But we got a little insight into that right there, brothers and sisters. 4,000! I think this person is saying 4,000 rooms. 4,000 rooms are booked across hotels in St. Vincent and the Grenadines just for T20 cricket. So far. Okay, all right. Well, you don't say, people are saying this thing there. Oh, people, all right. Let's look at the articles, brothers and sisters. They have some articles there. Hotels booked out. So when I say fully booked, and it said hotels booked out for cricket, brothers and sisters. They got our carnival now in St. Vincent and Grenadines. What's the word? All right. They have confirmed that all available accommodation under its membership is completely booked for June and early July. So it's not just for one night they're going to be there, brothers. You know that? Not just one night they're going to be there, brothers. They're going to be there from early June to July. It's already fully booked. People from across the world be coming to see cricket in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, bringing massive surplus, that of which Dominica could have participated in if Dominica did not have an incompetent government that keeps talking about leadership is everything. But they only bludge in leadership is everything because action supposed to speak far louder than words. Apparently Skerrit didn't learn that in school. I learned it in school. Actions speak louder than words. You learned that, not true? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me that learned that in school, brothers and sisters, because apparently other Dominicans who keep voting for Skerrit, they don't learn that. You see the man that you're voting for not have no actions. He's going to tell you nice things. Not just nice things, man telling you ugly things too. The man telling you ugly things too and you're still supporting him. He telling you nice things that doesn't actually happen in reality. And he literally telling you stuff like, don't buy fridge with ice. No. Go back to your buckets and your coolers. Go back. You talking about the expense of dumb leg, brothers and sisters. You'll have to go back to your ice coolers where you have to put salt on your fish and what have you and leave it in your cooler. That is the audacity. When you come in and tell the people that support you, don't go buy fridge with ice. Because he know that they cannot afford it, because he's the one who is the ringleader and the root of why they cannot afford it, because he has intentionally created it. You cannot tell me, nobody on this planet can tell me what Skerrit has done to Dominica is not intentional. You mean to tell me we have all this kind of monies that coming in, record-breaking numbers of monies, billions of dollars that has come into Dominica, roughly about 10 billion. About 2 billion came into Dominica, the rest is overseas, brothers and sisters, for development. Sometimes I just don't know. I don't know. All these monies, brothers and sisters, that could have been used to build factories that can actually elevate, go into stuff, put in labs that we can go and research about herbal medication and these kind of things there, elevating Dominica and press. Brothers and sisters, we don't even have to do all that, brothers. The cannabis industry, I saw the work for myself to the point where Dominica, in about 3 or 4 years, Dominica would need to bring in people to facilitate, because not even the population of Dominica could sustain the development of the cannabis industry in Dominica. Skerrit go on stage. The man go on stage and telling people that the cannabis industry is not a growth sector in Dominica, a multi-billion-dollar industry in its infancy. Brothers and sisters, what do you think it is? No. Hey, but St. Vincent will be June 13, 14, 16, 22, 24. While Vinci Mass runs well, so it coincides. They did a brilliant thing. So they have cricket, brothers and sisters, from June 13 to the 24th. And then Vinci Mass Carnival time is going to run from June 28th to July 9th. Interesting stuff. That is what you call brilliance. They were probably smart enough to say, hey guys, we want that time frame. I'm sure if they could bring it to the 28th, man, or the 27th, you know, they would have loved to do that. Because next day, but when you watch cricket, oh, we have fun, West Indies win, blah, 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 and whoever that playing. Oh, yeah, great, woo, Carnival time, and jump up and see, brothers and sisters. We'll watch it on TV. We're there already, we'll watch it on TV. When you just think of Dominica, brothers and sisters, you just want to cry. I can tell you that people who are staying in the large hotels, they are here generally for the cricket, because they are media camera operations. So all these people, they come in to rent the hotels and what have you because of it, brothers and sisters. The individual at the top we just saw a while ago, brothers and sisters, him, Mr. He's saying something very interesting right there. I believe this is going to be St. Vincent's and the Grenadines' biggest carnival in terms of attendance. As a result of the World Cup cricket, they are smart to put it close in that regard, because we have seen such an influx in St. Vincent for carnival before. This issue is people who usually come, they are used to knowing that there would be space available for them, but now with the increased airlift to the country, whoa. We are receiving so many people for this outstanding cultural event. But brothers and sisters, while St. Vincent and the Grenadines are going 2 for 2, World Cup cricket and carnival after, brothers and sisters, you know what Dominica problem is? You know? You don't know? Well, I know. Let's check it out now. So apparently garbage truck is broken down in Dominica. And they are asking people, brothers and sisters, this show Brbptv Village Council, that is just them looking at their sector. Brothers and sisters, the garbage truck is broken down across the island. Let me find that thing for you guys, if you think it's joke I'm making. And I have found it, guys. I have found it right there, brothers and sisters. This is what I'm talking about right there. Dominica Solid Waste Management Corporation. Not just for Brbptv, okay? Urgent announcement to all residents across the island. You know what is across the island, brothers and sisters? All the lights that St. Vincent have, that Dominica didn't have, brothers and sisters. That is the all we're talking about right there. Across the island to all residents across the island, kindly be informed that there is a delay in garbage collection in every single community until further notice due to circumstances beyond the corporation's control. We do apologize for an inconvenience caused and ask that you continue to manage your waste effectively and sort it out at source. Now, how do you manage your waste to sort it out at source when you don't know where to put it? Remember back in the day, they used to have big bins, brothers and sisters, and you just throw your garbage inside there, boom. And now you don't know where to put it. So what's going to happen, brothers and sisters? People just going to be throwing garbage on the road. That's like, brothers and sisters, that is exactly what's going to happen. Exactly. Now, the people of Brbptv have decided, you know what, guys? What the village council, you know? So on top of paying money, I think people pay money to pick up garbage already. Don't they do this? I think they do. When the garbage come to and collect garbage, they pick up, you have to pay or whatever. Now, on top of that, brothers and sisters, they're asking for an additional amount. All households in Brbptv Village Council are required to make a contribution of $20 to meet the cost of transportation and labor. So why doesn't Skerrit pay the garbage people that picking up the garbage? Why don't they pay the company that doing that? Because to me, isn't that one of the problems that we were having before? To the point where Skerrit them, I think they owed $3 million or 1 point something million dollars. There will be a number of garbage collection individuals, brothers and sisters, companies who are assigned to pick up garbage, but Skerrit them wasn't paying them, so they left. Don't you think that is the same thing? The company is saying beyond their control, brothers and sisters. So while St. Vincent and the Grenadines is looking to enjoy some World Cup cricket that Dominica pretty much had, brothers and sisters, you know, bringing in surplus, the Dominican people are trying to survive on the basis that the garbage trucks are not coming to pick up garbage for some strange reason. I think it has to do with probably the government most likely not paying them or not having the ability to pay them, because maybe they use the monies to pay Midwestern University so that the students boy look trouble in that place, boy. So they probably pay them, and instead of paying the garbage collection individuals, they pay Midwestern University the monies, and now Dominica stuck with garbage. But all you have to do is laugh. If you don't laugh, you cry, you're going to cry. You're going to weep bitterly. Just thinking of Dominica going to make you weep bitter tears, man. My God. Oh my God in heaven, have mercy. Nah, man, you have to giggle. So Friday, 14 brothers and sisters, you know, garbage truck is going to be down for a minute. Most likely because the government did not pay the individuals that they needed to pay. What else could be the example? Brothers and sisters, if you know, let me know, please. If you know what, because apparently they don't want to tell us. They say inconvenience beyond circumstances, beyond the corporation's control. If the garbage truck not coming to pick up garbage, brothers and sisters, isn't that the same sort of circumstance we had before? Now, help me understand, brothers and sisters. Now, if we had World Cup cricket and people coming in and what have you, brothers and sisters, don't you think that would have brought in some money into the country to at least help alleviate the stress that Skerrit has put on the country and on himself? Well, I don't think he has stress on himself, because he knows all he has to do is probably increase the prices on Dominicans. Don't be too shocked if your gas prices go up again, brothers and sisters. Remember, you heard it here first. You heard it here, brothers and sisters. Don't be shocked if gas prices increase in Dominica yet again, even though in other countries it's not increasing. Even though you've seen all sorts of building materials, brothers and sisters, increasing in Dominica, groceries going up, all sorts of things. I may never forget what my grand auntie tell me. She lives in the United States and she comes on from time to time. She says she's not coming back here. She said, I cannot think she have to be paying me. Gas I staying at my home in the NYMC. I don't go back here. You think that the surplus of money she makes is higher than that of Dominica, and she coming on Dominica and Bali. She says she's not coming back. she have all kind of thing in Dominica. She's not coming back. She make the pass that on for somebody to handle, and she check it as in, boy. When you had the opportunities to shine, brothers and sisters, we squandered it. Making a fool of ourselves. And look at Dominicans. Trying their best to make their wallets look big. They put mango leaf inside their wallets. Because apparently the monies that they get in, look, you have to pay additional monies. Additional money, boy. Boy, brothers and sisters, can you imagine a time where Dominica used to make about $120 million in agriculture alone? You remember that time? I remember it, you know. I was a little boy. I remember it very clear. One thing with me, brothers and sisters, my memory. Oh, God has granted me that power of memory. Hallelujah. Hey! I don't speak tongues, remind me, brothers and sisters. But yes, man, memories. I still remember all the trucks, brothers and sisters, as a little boy. A chicken boy, then people have us in line, they long me, boy. Aye, boy. One of the things, you know, when you can associate memories, brothers and sisters, is the feeling you had. And I associate the memory. That's one of the ways you can remember stuff. What you felt at that time. So if you remember what you felt at that time, you can remember. That's another trick you can use when it comes down to memory, brothers and sisters. But I remember all the trucks from the port in Portsmouth, all the way, brothers, all the way to Borough Square. I remember. And sometimes it used to extend going back. That was a few times I saw. But I remember boxes on vehicles, man. Boxes, and I remember boy Dominica doing well. Brothers and sisters, Dominica jumped from $80 to $120 million per year to $5 million in agriculture. And man that supporting the government that don't know the statistics come to tell me who knows the statistics that Dominica did the best in 2021, 2022, telling me there was about $200 million in agriculture. Let me continue, brothers. So this is what this is you know, people want their wallet to look nice, so they making it so it can smell like my Alice didn't have the mango scent now. You know, perfume, man. Yes, man. So while Skerrit, you know, dressing nice in, you know, expensive stuff that costs, generally speaking, about 10,000 plus US dollars, EC dollars, brothers and sisters. You know, the shoes is about 3, that is about 800 and something pounds, and combine that together in EC dollars, about 10,000, brothers and sisters, 11,000 around there. Skerrit is coming in front of poor people, you know, and look at Dominica, boy. Look at that. Look at that. How long, brothers and sisters? How long will human beings continue to make themselves idiots in front of the very people that have turned them into idiots? That is something else. How long will the people of Dominica continue to make themselves idiots in front of the very people that have chosen, that they have chosen to make them idiots, brothers and sisters? It's a sad state of affairs when you're thinking of Dominica. Hey, anyways, I go over my limit, brothers and sisters. You get the word? Alright. Kudos to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, brothers and sisters. Give them a thumbs up for not being a lackadaisical government like the Dominica government. Namely Skerrit. Roosevelt Skerrit, starboy of stupidity. Yes, man. But if this starboy of stupidity, doing stupid things that people actually see, and the people themselves are not doing anything to change it, what does that say about the people? Professor Lumbumba, I think, had the answer to that. He said the people get what they truly deserve if the people themselves are equally as wicked as the leaders that they keep elected. It's one thing to make one mistake, 2 mistakes, brothers and sisters, but to make 3, 4, 5, and a year election might call this year, brothers and sisters, they say going on 6, to be this ridiculous, brothers and sisters, you have to ask yourself a question. But the funny thing is not that they don't know that is what's happening now. Because if they knew what was happening, if they did not know what was happening, they would look to stay in Dominica. Or laborites meeting me and telling me they're trying to go flee from Dominica, from the very thing that they caused to happen to Dominica with the leaders that they elected. Gassa, let me go about my business. I do my lunch. I'll eat our lunch already. All right then, brothers and sisters. Boy, Mr. Lix on this here Brbptv reactions. Be real. Be positive.